If you're in the market looking for a super versatile camera, if you're considering buying a Canon M6 Mark II, if you already own a Canon M6 Mark II, this video is for you. Quick disclaimer, this video is not sponsored. Ho Virji, namaste, sasrika, hello, welcome. And today we're talking gadgets. In today's video, I'm going to tell you about the Canon M6 Mark II, which is a great all-around camera, not only for video, for photos, and also if you want to use it as a web camera or you want to use it for live streaming purposes. So I purchased the Canon M6 Mark II about 6 months ago, and in the box came an electronic viewfinder, which I've never used, and a 15 to 45 millimeter kit lens. Personally, I've been shooting with the iPhone for the longest time, and I'm actually used to looking at a really big screen, so I have no use of this EVF. At the time when I bought this 6 months ago, there was a sale going on Amazon, so I did get a pretty good price for it. Now, the Canon M6 Mark II comes with the kit lens 15 to 45. It's an image stabilized lens. It's a great compact lens, but at the same time, it does not give you that nice, creamy, buttery bokeh, which is that shallow depth of field, that blurry background. To take your Canon M6 Mark II to the next level, really take it to... Here are 8 things that you should know. Number 1, you get yourself some lenses. The first lens that I actually purchased for this camera is the Sigma 16mm 1.4. This is a great lens if you're going to shoot video, take photos, and you can use it while you live stream or use it as a web camera. It gives you a wide field of view. It gives you a nice blurry background, a shallow depth of field, that nice bokeh. It is a little bit heavy compared to the kit lens. The Sigma is actually great for a wide field of view. Now, I also wanted to get a really nice lens to take photos, to take portraits. For that, I had 2 choices. Either I could get the Sigma 50mm 1.4 lens, or I could get the Canon Nifty 50. Now, the advantage of getting the Canon Nifty 50 and this Viltrox speed booster, Viltrox, which is an EFM to EF adapter. The Nifty 50 and the Viltrox speed booster is actually better bang for your buck because now you actually have access to a whole range of lenses. So you're actually getting a better bang for your buck. If you're going to be shooting outdoors like me, then what you want to do is put on some variable neutral density filters on your lenses, which act like sunglasses for your lenses. The ND filters are going to help you keep your image looking crispy and not blown out. To summarize, the 3 lenses that you need for your Canon M6 Mark II are the kit lens, which is the 15 to 45, super versatile lens, and then the Sigma 16mm 1.4, and then finally the Nifty 50 with the Viltrox speed booster. The next accessory you want for your Canon M6 Mark II is a cold shoe relocation mount from SmallRig. This relocation mount is super helpful, especially if you're vlogging. With this, you can mount your mic to the side. You have full view of the flip-up screen while vlogging. The next piece of equipment is probably my favorite hack for the camera. If you're actually going from a tripod to a GorillaPod and you're constantly moving from one location to the other and you need something super versatile, you don't want to be constantly tightening your camera onto a tripod and then unscrewing it and then plugging it into a different device. So let's say apart from a 3K Joby GorillaPod, you're using an additional tripod. All you want to do is buy an additional 3K ball head. Connect that ball head to your tripod. Now you can easily slide on your camera onto a GorillaPod or your tripod. You can thank me. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, yeah, that is, I know. It's like the God. It is so good. Next, let's talk sound. Now, there are 2 parts to sound. 1 is the settings that you need to do in your camera. 2, the mics that you need to buy. There are 2 mics that I find to be my favorite and my go-to with the Canon M6 Mark. The first mic is the Rode Video Micro. I had actually purchased this mic a long time ago and I was using it with my iPhone. It's a great mic. You just plug it in and you're ready to go. The second mic is what I've been using for the last few months. If you can spend a little bit more, then I would highly recommend getting the Rode Video Mic NTG. This is probably the best mic for the money. If you want to know more about this mic or want to see an in-depth review, then I will link Curtis Judd's video in the description below. Check that out. One super important tip when it comes to recording great audio with your Canon M6 Mark II and a shotgun mic is disable your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connection. Why? Because you don't want to get interference. So remember, disable Bluetooth and Wi-Fi when you're recording video. The next tip is regarding your camera operating system. Here's what you want to do. If you're about to purchase your Canon M6 Mark II or recently purchased the Canon M6 Mark II, you probably have the latest software. But if you purchased your camera more than 6 months ago, I would highly recommend going to the Canon website and upgrading your software. One of the reasons why you want to upgrade your software is so that you can get 24 frames per second in 4K and 1080p. And final piece of advice for the Canon M6 Mark II is get yourself a dummy battery. Well, why do you need a dummy battery? So the dummy battery will give you constant power so your camera doesn't shut off if you were to use it as a web camera or for live streaming. The dummy battery is actually very simple to use. Once you drop it into the slot and close the lid, you'll notice that there is this rubber door. What you want to do is slide over this rubber door and plug in the wire. And voila, now you have constant power. That is it. That is all the tips, tricks, hacks, hardware, software that you need to make the best of your Canon M6 Mark II. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I will be happy to address each one of them. I read all my comments because I don't get any.